What's up, YouTube? Outlaw Trucker here, and I've got some good news for you if you're one of those guys or gals who is afraid of winter driving. If you are just absolutely butt-clenching, scared to death of driving in the snow, and you can see out the side here, there's a little snow, right? If you're scared of driving in the snow, especially a tractor-trailer, and you're a fresh recruit coming out of school, I've got some great news for you. You don't have to drive in the snow because you will be shut down by CRST long before you ever even hit the snow. I've been shut down by CRST many times so far when the roads are perfectly clear and dry, but today they actually hit the nail on the head because the roads are bad. I mean, they are bad. We shouldn't even be driving right now. We're trying to find a safe place to park, so I'd like you guys to just brace yourselves because we're driving through a shutdown and we're trying to get up here to the truck stop so we can pull off the road where it's safe. I'm gonna turn the camera around and I hope you guys are sitting down when you see these roads because this is gonna freak you out. It's like vertigo. Ready? Here we go. I mean, holy shit, hang on to your hats, folks. Did you see that? Let me send that to you again here. Holy moly. Buddy, that is a dangerous winter driving condition. Let me show you the message here. This is a winter shutdown. Snow, slush, and ice on the roadway from Walsenburg, Colorado to Fort Collins. Now, from Walsenburg, Colorado to Fort Collins is 221 miles. So they shut the entire state of Colorado down.
There's a motorcycle.
And look, here's a guy on a motorcycle.
He stopped to restring his luggage.
That guy just passed us earlier. Shortly after we got the message that we had to shut down because of poor weather conditions, a motorcycle passed us. That's right. That's right, folks. So, set your minds at ease. Have no concern for your personal safety about potentially crashing when driving in the winter because you are never going to see a speck of snow when you're behind the wheel because they shut you down hours before the snow starts. And hours after. So not only will the snow be gone, you won't even see a trace of it. Now, I understand why they do this. Because a lot of the guys out here driving for CRST, they're brand new. I mean, the business model for CRST is bring in new students off the street with absolutely zero experience, pay them a low wage, and send them out on the road and get them trucking. That's kind of the business model. Now, this truck of mine operates a little bit differently. We don't operate like that. I pay my own driver, my dad, and he's been driving for 38 years. And guess where we've driven our entire life? In New England. That's right, where the snow is the very worst. And we've both been trucking in snow for several years. And
we had to keep going.
We had to keep going. So we basically used our own discretion. If the roads were bad, we knew it. We got off the road and we waited for them to get better. Now here at CRST, there is a gentleman somewhere, or a lady, sitting behind a computer desk looking at a radar screen and goes, "Oh crap, it looks like it's about to snow right there." So, without any actual visual indication whatsoever of the actual road conditions, they shut you down. So, I want you to take that into consideration if you're considering coming over here to be a lease operator. Because every time you shut down, of course, you're losing money. Now, if you're a company driver, you're just not making money. But if you're a lease operator, you're actually losing money. And every time they shut you down, you're losing money. So I'm about to lose some money. I'm about to lose some more money. And that leads me into another little topic here. Yesterday, I lost some more money because I had to work for free. And this isn't the first time this has happened either. I had to work for free for 5.5 hours. And basically it's me, the little guy out here who can't even control his own truck on the highway, is being told to do favors for a multi-million-dollar corporation. And here's what I mean. I'll go into detail because I've got some time in the video. I picked up a trailer that did not have a GPS on it. perfectly good empty trailer that I was going to take to my location. And I got a message saying, you know, we'd like to have that trailer over at the Dallas terminal to get a GPS locator on it. And me, being the nice guy I am, said, you know what? I'll go ahead and do that for you. Even though it's taking time out of my day, and I am parked in a beautiful little parking spot here at a truck stop, and I was asleep. Well, I decided to go ahead and wait my 10 hours, get up, and drive that trailer over to the Dallas terminal. And I messaged my driver manager, who is a great guy, but I said, what am I going to do when I get over there and I drop this trailer and then I got to go on the trailer hunt, right? Because that's no fun. Some of you guys have been on the trailer hunt before, and you know that sucks. So I got to Dallas, dropped the trailer off, I got dispatched over to another place, got over there, they didn't have any trailers. Went to another place, and they had one trailer they were willing to release, and it was a dedicated trailer, and I was supposed to take it, and you know what? I took it anyway. Because at that point, I had been from one end to Dallas to the other multiple times, and I had been driving for free, spending my money and my time and my fuel, doing favors for CRST, and I took the dedicated trailer over to FedEx and dropped it off. And I know that was wrong, yeah, but you know what? I don't care. And this is like another one of those things where you're like, the right thing to do would be to say, hey Dustin, you know, our property that you're hauling there, that you're also paying a rental fee on, I might add, doesn't have a GPS transponder. And we'd like to ask you to do us a little favor. We understand this is probably going to create a little pain in the ass for you, so we'd like to compensate you. Even $100 to cover my fuel. That doesn't happen. They just expect you to do it for free. So that's where the grumbling's coming from. Oh, I just want to show you this road again. Look at this road.
There's no snow on even on the sides anymore.
There isn't even any snow on the ground, people. And this is where we have to stop because of dangerous road conditions. So this is just some bureaucratic bullshit that I'm ventilating about here. And this is something that I need you to understand, that you need to expect this if you come to CRST. They are going to shut you down. I mean, look at this. You see any snow? There's no snow anywhere. But we gotta shut down. So with that being said, this is my venting video for my new 21 subscribers. There is always going to be some crap that you have to deal with whenever you drive for a major carrier, especially a carrier that focuses on training students. And when I was in England, I had a student who had 6 days of driving experience total. And I don't mean in a truck, I mean in a car. No experience driving whatsoever, but they went through school and got a CDL and came out on the road. So you four-wheelers out there, you really got to be careful, because there are some extremely incompetent drivers out here operating vehicles for major motor carriers. But that leads me to why this shutdown is occurring. This shutdown is occurring because they have trucks out here on the road with a trainer who has 6 months of experience and a trainee who has 3 days of experience. And I wouldn't expect them to drive through the snow either, because they have no concept of what it's like to driving in the snow. I mean, if you're driving on a clear road and you make a little mistake, it can cause you to die and it can kill other people. If you make a tenth of a mistake in the snow, it's just as bad. And if you ever get a little slide going, guess what? You're not stopping. You're going straight until gravity kicks your ass and you hit a guardrail or a car or a building or who knows what. So I understand why they shut you down. And I actually asked one of the top dudes and said, you know, why don't you differentiate between a truck like mine who's got over 40 years of driving experience in New England and a guy with, you know, 2 drivers in it that don't even total up 8 months of experience? And the answer was discrimination. We can't discriminate from one truck to the other. I didn't realize that trucks had feelings, but apparently they do, because you wouldn't want one truck to get offended because that truck gets to go and the other one doesn't. So I understand, you know, so if any of you liberal snowflakes want to start identifying as trucks, I personally wouldn't have a problem with that. If you want to be a truck, that's fine. I would just prefer you don't identify as a Peterbilt, because those are pretty nice manly trucks. But if you want to be like a little pussy-ass Columbia or something like that, feel free. So yeah, there's my point of view on this lovely, beautiful, sunshiny Colorado day. Emergency weather shutdown.
Alright, back up just for pulling in the truck stop. So, okay, we are shutting down on perfectly dry roads.
My dad just said, make sure you fire that camera back up when we get off at the truck stop, so they know that we're actually shutting down. We are going to shut down. I have every right in the world to complain about policies here at CRST, and I will do so. I will complain about whatever the hell I want, and I will voice my opinion about whatever the hell I want, and that's just going to be how it is, because I have a First Amendment right to offer my opinion on any scenario, any situation that I prefer, because this is America. You like that smile?
10 more miles to go.
Now, I've had a lot of positive things to say about CRST, and I still do. In future videos, I'm going to go over my year-end statement for last year, which was, you know, less than 3 months, and I made great money. So don't get me wrong. Even with a shutdown, as a lease operator, if you're motivated, you're production driven, you're able to actually organize yourself and balance your time and plan your trips and do that in an intelligent way where, you know, you're not just a fucking mindless moron behind the wheel, then you can actually make some money. And it definitely helps to have a motivated teammate. If you have somebody who's capable of driving, you know, a minimum of 500, 550 miles per day on their shift, and they're not wasting a shitload of time while they're doing that, that helps too. But if you got some slouch just doing 400 miles, you're never going to make any money. It's just bottom line, you're not going to make any money. So, yeah, there we go. I'll just give you some more footage of the winter shutdown. Winter emergency, winter shutdown. I don't see any snow at all. There's more trash on the road than snow. Don't let those white things fool you. Those are garbage bags. So we've got 8 miles to go to the Loves in Pueblo, which is where I decided was the safe location to park, because there's a big patch of snow up ahead that's already crossed the highway. Granted, it's already past 25. So, I mean, there could be some snow on the road, maybe another 40, 50, 60, 80, 100 miles up the road, who knows? But right now, there's no snow. So, you know, we're not just gonna pull off in some rest area and sit there for 48 hours with no services. So we drove about 50 miles to go ahead and get up to a truck stop where we can actually go ahead and snuggle in for a while. Now, here's another thing too. Once we actually drop off this load, which makes me less stressed about it. I mean, first of all, we got like 50 hours to deliver a, you know, 700-mile trip. But there are 25 trucks waiting in CRST for a load. There is 25 trucks waiting in Colorado for a load. So if we end up sitting here, fuck it, I don't care. We're probably gonna sit here for a week waiting to get out of here anyway, just racking up the bills. With that being said, this is the Outlaw Trucker. You guys keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down. I'm out of here. See you next time.